Good evening, everybody, and you're very, very welcome to this evening's call. Sorry for the little bit of hiccup there that we had, technical difficulties. I'm actually trying out a new web facility this evening called BigMaker, which I haven't used before, so we've had a few little problems with it. However, I'd like to welcome you all to the call here this evening, one of many, and I'm very, very hopeful that we can continue these maybe on a weekly or a two-weekly basis. We have a little bit of interference there, I think, but we should be okay. We have a very, very important lady on the phone with us this evening. That's Shelly McGuire. I think we all know who she is. We also have Deirdre Howard on board with us this evening, and Mike Darling. And as you go into the platform, you will see all about these people, who they are. But I don't think Shelly needs any introduction. But first of all, I think a lady that's worked very closely with Shelly through this last year or so to accomplish a new home is Deirdre, and I suppose Mike is working like us all in the background as well. So maybe Deirdre, I'll hand the call over to you and say a few words.
Perfect. Well, welcome everybody. This is a really exciting time. We've all been waiting a long time to be able to do this, to be able to openly talk about what's coming. And of course, the dream is that we're going to all be on a call like this and be able to speak about what is there, right? So I just want to remind everybody that this is still in pre-launch. This is going to give each and every one of you the opportunity to get involved now so that you can begin to educate yourself. You can begin to prepare for the product coming to Ireland and to the UK. You're actually very lucky that you have that time, because we didn't. We haven't had that time to really gear up. And there's so much that can be done to gear up and get things ready for the launch there in Europe. Now, I'm going to have Mike speak to that a little bit here in a little bit, but for me, I just want to let you know that we've worked really hard the last year or so to find a home somewhere that we know will be stable for us, that we can really grow, that we can trust, that's going to support us and back us up on the corporate level, that has the infrastructure and the deep pockets to be able to take care of us. They're going to get us amazing videos. In fact, yesterday, Shelly was recording one of the videos that we're going to have here soon. And so they're working really hard to put everything together for us. Here in the U.S., we launch October 14th, 15th, and 16th is an event in Las Vegas, and that's where the 2-Minute Miracle officially launches in the U.S. At the same time, they're working very, very hard to get it there in Europe as soon as possible. The things that are holding that up is that Europe has different requirements or additional requirements than the U.S. does for testing, to stability testing, and all the different licensing that needs to be done, and packaging and translating of instructions in different languages, all those sorts of things. They've been doing those things in tandem at the same time that they've been working on the launch here in the U.S. because we weren't able to start doing anything until just recently, and they're working very, very hard. So I'm impressed by them. Let's just say that. Shelly and I looked at a lot of different companies, and I'm going to let her speak.
So I'm really excited that we are all back here together. I see more people coming on the group with us, and we're so grateful. I do have to say it's really special because the three people who have really been in the background and continue to work with us and put us where we are today is Deirdre, Mike, and Deb. And without these three, we would not be moving forward the way we are. So I'm very grateful that they have stayed together with Frankie and me as a team. And we're extremely grateful to the ones of you that are on the call with us today, and I know more will be joining us. I see Margaret, I see Liam, I see Kathy, I see other ones. And it's just so good to have us back together as a group again. This is a long time waiting, a long time coming. And as Deirdre mentioned, when we were looking for a new place to call our home, we were really blessed. We had over 20 companies and still, people still inquiring. Even another company today that's still saying, come on over. We looked everywhere, and we looked long and hard, and we weighed the idea, do we want startup, great opportunities? Do we want a company that's new? But what we really wanted for us, and more importantly for our distributors, was a company that has already got systems in place, that already has management in place, that already has procedures, tools, leadership, and a great compensation plan, and most important, really, to I think all of us, is integrity in how they treat their people. And that is why we chose Xango. I can tell you, the very first meeting when we walked out of Xango, and Deidre was with us, and then we went on to talk to other companies, I said, sorry, but my heart's already in with Xango. I could already feel it. And I could tell about the way that they talked. I could tell how when we spoke, the words they kept using was they cared about, well, our people, our people, our people. That is what's important to Xango. They've got fantastic products. They've got great history, but they are a legacy company for a reason. They have been in the business a long time, treating people the right way, and this is where we wanted to partner for us and for everyone.
Oh, yeah.
So, and Deidre, you remember that very first meeting, don't you? Mm-hmm. And I think we all felt it. So I think you can probably tell just, as Deidre said, we're in pre-launch right now. We're pre-launching U.S. and Canada. But the good news is Xango has every motivation and every intention of moving forward as quickly as they can, getting our products registered throughout the EU, putting things in place, getting into the countries where they know, UK, Ireland, where we have groups that are sitting like yourselves waiting, and things are already in place for that. We'll know more as we move forward on a timeline of when we'll be there, but I do believe, and Deidre, correct me if I'm wrong, Xango already
right, and not only that, I just
already distributing all their other great products.
You
correct?
have people all over Europe, each and every one of you do. In the Netherlands, they've got a very, very strong team. In Italy, so don't be bashful. Spread out and share it with anybody and everybody. And because you don't have product right now, maybe you have a little bit left. You've been very lenient with it, or you've kept them behind. To be able to demo it, but you can talk to them about getting involved right away, even though the product's not there. There's other products that are amazing, and I just want you guys to know that the other teams, the other Xango teams that are already there in Europe, they know the 2-Minute Miracle is coming, and they're using that fact to enroll people like crazy right now, even though they don't have the product. And some of them, obviously JMOA is hearing that Shelly's coming to Xango, and there's distributors that are enrolling there because Xango is an established company there in Europe. So don't be bashful. I want to really encourage you guys to make your phone calls, talk to your people, make sure that they grab their spot right away because it's free. It doesn't cost anything to enroll. You don't have to be on auto ship to stay in the system. The only time when you will need to order product will be when you are at the place where you're going to qualify for a check. However, with that said, I would recommend, especially the marine collagen product that has hyaluronic acid, that you get familiar with some of the other Eris products that are going to be married to and with the 2-Minute Miracle. And Shelly, do you want to speak to that just very, very quickly?
I do, and that's exactly, I very well said. They just, matter of fact, Xango just did a very big 2 or 3 day tour, like you said, Denmark, the Netherlands, all throughout other countries, and that's why I don't want our teams to wait. I do want everyone to take a place because I will tell you the marine collagen, which it's a product that I already am hooked on. I believe in it. I've been using it for about a month and a half, but I can tell you within a couple of weeks, I can see a difference in the quality of my skin from the inside out, but also on my body, the elasticity and hair. It's a hair, skin, and nail formula. I love it, and it's part of the Eris brand. And Xango has a whole myriad of health-related products. I love their Ignite, which is for oxygenation and support. I mean, the list goes on, limitless. There's so many. I'm using their shampoos,
Shelly,
their conditioners. There's
in
so
Europe, not all of them are
products
available, and some of the names that you're saying are different in here. But Des knows all that is there. Rely on him to expose you to what is available, and just so you know, the great products they have here, they're working to bring over there. But at the top of the list is the cheap circle. That's important. So we just want you to know that there is Xango is in momentum in Europe. So it's not like there's just a few people that are there, and it's an old company that nobody wants to be a part of. It is in huge momentum, and you can get online and see the event that was in the Netherlands just this last weekend, and you'll be able to see the kind of energy the company has. They have such a fantastic energy, and you know, we look forward to you guys being able to experience that. The founders have already said that they'd be willing to go over and meet our teams there as soon as you guys all are updated, get enrolled, pull together some meetings. They'll come in and meet and do some events for you guys. So it's just a very exciting time.
Okay. Mike, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear.
Very good. Mike, I just want you to, because obviously you've been involved in the network marketing industry for about 15 years, providing systems and funnels and capture pages, lead generation, etc. And obviously we are all in your business, and you're providing a very special service for us. So maybe you could elaborate a little bit on that for us.
Yeah, you bet. In fact, it has been a very, very busy year, because in addition to, I mean, as both Shelly and Peter mentioned, I mean, in addition to the last year, you know, the frantic effort, the Herculean effort that has gone forth to find not just a new home, but the right home for this amazing product, which again, statistically, we know this is the most viral product in the history of the industry. And I've got the stats to show that. So in addition and beyond all of that, for the last year, I've continued to develop the 2-minute tool system. And you're right, Des. Actually, for 19 years, I ran a company called Veritech, and we actually serviced and provided online marketing systems for over 7 different companies in the industry. So it was actually the 2-minute Miracle Gel, which was the product that was kind of, for me, the threshold that caused me to step out, to move away from the vendor side of the table, and to basically lock arms with all of you, with the team, to go and develop a system the likes of which the industry truly has never seen. And so, those of you who've been on the team, probably most of the people on this call are already familiar with some of the things that we had in 2-minute tools and freemiraclegel.com and 2minutebusiness.com and all of those different funnels and things that were there. Well, for the last year, I've been very busy. We've been continuing to build and develop that system into something that so surpasses truly anything that's out there in the industry, certainly from any team that's out there in Xango or any other company, or directly from any company. And so when we talk about being able to give you guys, and you guys being able to give all of your people and every single person you involve in the business an unfair advantage, it's not just a slogan. You know what I mean? It really is a true leg up, because, guys, this product, we all know it's phenomenal, it's amazing, but when you combine that with an automated marketing system that allows you to truly duplicate and allows each person you involve in the business to truly duplicate and actually be more successful than they would be without it, look out. I mean, so that's what we've got coming. We're going to be turning all of these pieces back on, basically the last half of October, after the company makes, its official launch of the product and all the pieces are in place from Xango. But we've already got some of those pieces turned on right now for this pre-launch. You've probably seen the whisperthemiracle.com website. That's a self-replicated site. That's part of this reduced down limited version of the 2-minute tool system right now. Fully functional, fully active. You can be using that right now literally as a turnkey A to Z process to start building out your team. And as Deidre said at the very beginning, which I just could not agree more with, you actually have kind of a luxury that I frankly wish we had here, and that is you have this period of time before the product is going to be available there fully and completely in all the different markets that you can use to start building up a team now. And that's one of the great things about Xango is that since there is no cost to enroll, and since we're making this system available to the team for free, that creates a hyper-duplicatable process that you can start right now, creating buzz, creating excitement, getting out there. And a lot of that's happening, frankly, with or without us. But this gives you a way to get out there and get involved and be part of some of that and really start to organize and build out a nice-sized team so that as those products come in and light up in your markets, boy, you're off and running like never before. So we're excited. I'm sure you can tell I'm excited. This has been a labor of love for a long time, and so we're about to get the rubber on the road here and start lighting things up big time. So with that, Des,
Hey, are you hearing us loud and clear? I think we'd like to finish off by hearing from yourself. Just very quickly, if you would, what your vision for the Series 2-minute miracle is.
Yes, and can you hear me, Des? I couldn't hear Deidre, but okay, wonderful. Yeah, so I'm just really excited, and I didn't get to hear what Deidre talked about, but basically we've upgraded our formula, so I don't know if that's been talked about yet, but we've upgraded since it was a 2-minute miracle with JMOA. We have a more powerful formula. We've added mangosteen, which is an amazing topical antioxidant that Xango is known for bringing into the U.S., so it's got a lot of great properties for skin. It's a better antioxidant than CoQ10, resveratrol, and other well-known ingredients. We've also removed the glycols, so we've got a very clean formula now. And, what I see with our partnership is the way that they have gotten behind us really strong. Everything from the management to customer service to social media. They have very regimented and segmented departments. And this is going to be a push. I think Xango feels that this is the biggest introduction that they've made maybe since the very beginning. So there's a lot of excitement. There's a lot of momentum starting again, and this really is the beginning. Everybody that is on this call and anybody that gets involved right now with the 2-minute miracle gel is at the very beginning of being the first one to be able to talk about it with the new Xango partnership. So, I'm excited for what Xango will do to support us. And I can also tell you that everyone on this call, Des, Mike, Deidre, myself, will all be there to support you. And this time, I think there's no turning back and there's no stopping us. I just see this to be an incredible beginning. And I love the fact of all of us moving forward together again, and this time doing it right and doing it big and doing it forever. I really do.
Fantastic. Fantastic, Shelly. Well, thank you very much to everybody that came on this call this evening. It has been recorded.